Hello and welcome to another week of We Hate Fantasy Football. That has never been more true than this week for me. I absolutely am just giving up. It is a terrible game. I'm never playing again. It is dumb. All right, just kidding. We're still playing.
I like it a lot.
I bet you do.
I do.
How's AJ Green doing?
He's awesome.
Yeah.
That Hail Mary was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
All right, this will be our Week 7 recap. We're going to go ahead and take a look back at the week that was, the week that I'd like to forget for the rest of my life.
You did pretty well. You scored a lot of points.
Yeah, whatever. For Crazy MFJR, I'm the captain. Let's take a look back. Week 7, what happened?
Well, one of the things that stood out for sure was Tom got his second win of the year. So that doubles his total from last season. That's big things. When you double your win total season over season, that's a major accomplishment. So way to go, Tom. Congratulations.
Don't care.
Wahlberger's won a couple weeks in a row now, and he's up to 5-2 in the league. And he also won the bet that we made for him. So he gets to still be called Jordan. And Keitel is just Keitel.
Sorry, Keitel.
Sorry. You won't watch this, but just so you know.
Maybe you'll power watch at some point.
Like a year from now.
I did notice, though, with Wahlberger, he's 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of spotted his opponent some points, and
He's
still
generous
won.
that way.
Yeah, he likes to play with a handicap.
I hope he does it again this week.
Is he going up against you?
Yeah.
All right. All right, great. I want to point out real quick with Week 7, yes, I lost again.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at the scores, 7 of you, I would have beat you. There's only 2 teams that I wouldn't have beaten. I played one of them.
Yep.
It's been great.
Who was the other one?
I don't know what to say. Yeah, it was you. All right. Something else to look back at Week 7. Ryan, kind of feels like Ryan's given up.
Well, we never hear from him. Every once in a while, maybe about a rap song or something. But other than that, I think he mutes the group text, and we don't know. He probably goes to bed at about 6 o'clock Pacific time. So when half the texts are going on, he's snoozing and snoring away. And we miss you, Ryan. We want you to participate, but
But he's still active.
Yeah. It's just not with us.
No. He's active on the site, but not with actual people.
Yep, making some pickups. Trying to improve his team. I don't know if it's going to help, but I guess he's at least looking at it.
He usually gets outbid. Him and Lisa.
Well, yeah, that's Lisa's calling card. So $1 and $2 bids. She's going to end the year with like $80 in fab.
Oh, maybe she'll trade some to me.
You're going to need it.
All right, so let's move on. Trade deadline's coming up. Our trade deadline is Thursday, November 10th. That is about 2 weeks away from this point right now. We've got not very many trades that have happened. I have been putting trade offers out, and nobody seems to want any of my guys, which I really don't blame you. But it's out there. That's 2 weeks away. Let's start making some offers.
Yeah, let's make something happen. Wheel and deal.
Wheel and deal.
I'm buying.
Josh did well with his trade.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far.
That could be you.
Could just be more me.
Oh. All right, let's take a look at the current standings.
Cool.
We have some disparity between the top and bottom teams starting to kind of pan out a little bit.
There's a little bit, yep.
But the top's starting to get a little heavy.
Yeah, well, there's 3 teams at 5-2. Myself, Jordan, and Kevin are all 5-2, and we're up there. And there's another couple of teams at 4-3.
Right, I knew which Jordan you were talking about because okay.
Jordan. There's only one Jordan.
There's only one Jordan.
Yeah. So
okay.
Jordan's at 5-2.
Got it.
And there's a couple teams at 4-3, and then a few more at 3-4, and it falls off from there. But yeah, we're starting to kind of make some room, but there's still a grouping up at the top. But this week I play Jordan, and so unless there's a tie. And Kevin's a tie. Somebody's moving ahead. Somebody's moving behind. So it should be even more clear this time next week. Who's really taking command. So
I really hope all five matchups ended in tie. That would be an epic week.
That would be pretty sweet. Fractional scoring, all of our starters. That'd be great. I'd be so happy.
All right, so let's move on. Wahlberger has done some. Oh, I'm sorry. Jordan has done some rankings for us again this week, and. Let's take a look at what Jordan's got for us.
Take it away, Jordy.
Why are you guys not in costumes?
Costumes? What are you talking about, costumes? This is what I wear every day. Isn't that what you wear every day?
I'm dressed as a taco. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I have a fake mustache as well.
Did we tell you to
No,
do
you
that?
said dress up. It's going to be funny, or it's Halloween. I look like an idiot.
No, you look fine, dude. I like it.
You're good. Just do the rankings.
This is dumb now. No, I don't even want to do it.
No, nobody will even notice. You're
Seriously,
fine.
just go,
Come on,
just go, man.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll edit this part out, and we'll just do it. Hey, guys, welcome to the Week 8 rankings. Let's get right into it. I am obviously dressed as a taco, so happy Halloween, I guess. So number 1, Ezekiel-like Sunday morning. Now, Josh, your matchup with Kevin was supposed to be the matchup of the week. Frankly, it was over pretty early. Now, Josh, Melvin Gordon, he's still dominant for you. He's only had 1 week in single digits. You got Andrew Luck, Ezekiel Elliott, A.J. Green, Melvin Gordon, your recent pickup of Jack Doyle, and the Arizona defense. They are all top 5 at their position. Then you got Marvin Jones, C.J. Anderson, and Odell Beckham Jr. They are all top 10. So, Josh, you easily have the most dominant team out there. Number 2, Kevin, you've now lost 2 weeks in a row. DeMarco Murray, T.Y. Hilton, Greg Olsen, they're top 3 in their position. But I'm a little bit worried about Carson Palmer and the health of Carlos Hyde. So you've now scored under 100 points in 3 weeks this season. All right, number 3 is power and glory. There's a few key bright spots, Tom Brady, Mike Evans, but frankly, my entire team is overperforming. We've got Des Bryant coming back. I picked up Dante Moncrief. He's coming back from injury. We will see if we can get more consistency from my team. Number 4, the dudes abide. Now, Giovanni Bernard, Tyrell Williams, and Tevin Coleman, they led your team this week, Jeff, but unfortunately, you lost. But none of them actually scored over 15 points. You had Marcus Mariota, who was a good backup for Cam, but Jeff, you've got to find a good wide receiver who can give you consistent performance, and you got to have more reliable players just in general each week. Next is Keidel. Now, despite playing for bad quarterbacks last year, DeAndre Hopkins is still struggling this year. Now, Julio Jones is amazing, but Matt Ryan is starting to show some of those signs of regression like he did in the second half of last year. With LaShawn McCoy out, Keidel's got to find some good running backs to help him out this year. Number 6 is Gus and the champ. So that match came to the wire last week, and the Denver defense stuck it out for you. Now, LeGarrette Blount is at the top of the league for TDs with 8 this season. I can't imagine that when Dion Lewis comes back, the Patriots are going to take out LeGarrette Blount out of the starting lineup. Aaron Rodgers looked great on Thursday night, and Gronk, well, we all know he is just Gronk. One person, though, is of concern is Jordy Nelson. But fortunately, you have Randall Cobb, and he has been making up for it for the entire Packers team. Now we go to 7, Lisa. Spencer Ware is making the case that there is no need to bring Jamal Charles back anytime soon. And your rookie, Michael Thomas, he's now had 4 consecutive weeks in double digits. Now, Derek Carr did not have the strong performance that we would have expected when you're playing someone like the Jaguars. But then again, then you have Big Ben Roethlisberger out, but Antonio Brown still at over 100 yards. Ryan, despite having kind of the best 1-2 combo at running back this year with Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson, you're still sitting at 3 and 4. Alshon Jeffrey is in single digits since week 1. Now, Jay Cutler is looking to come back this week, and hopefully he'll be able to get Alshon Jeffrey the ball. Latavius Murray came back from his injury, and he left little doubt that he's the lone back in the Oakland offense. And finally, you picked a quarterback. So Andy Dalton, he looked great. He definitely outperformed Blake Bortles. Hopefully you found a quarterback for the season. Number 9, Darren. Now, if only you had played Drew Brees on the road, you would have beat Gus. Now, Jacquizz Rodgers, he looks to be doing great, especially until Doug Martin comes back, and Tampa Bay has a great schedule ahead of them. Jeremy Hill is great in flashes, and this week was one of those flashes. And then with Jordan Reed still out with his concussion, Jamison Crowder is looking to get those receptions on Washington. So you did have Delaney Walker and Devontae Booker on the bench this week, but Gus did have Matt Forte. And in case you're wondering, if you both put in your optimal lineups, you still would have lost. Finally, Tom, you won, and you have the pick of the year in Jay Ajayi. You grabbed him off waiver wires after I dropped him, and he's been spectacular for you in these last few weeks, especially after Arian Foster's announcement that he's retiring. Emmanuel Sanders did just enough this week to get you the victory over Jeff. But Todd Gurley, he's actually ranked 20th in rushing yards and 16th in rushing TDs this season so far. But like we mentioned before, Jay Ajayi, he's ranked 7th in rushing yards and 6th in TDs. Guys, happy Halloween, and we'll see you next week.
All right, Jordan, thanks for dressing up. But those were your rankings. All right, so what do we see in the rankings? The top is pretty much what we're seeing, right?
Well, he got it about right. I'm right where I should be, up at number 1. Happy to have that place, and I'm keeping it for a while. Frankly, though, I thought he was sandbagging himself. In my personal opinion, I think Jordan should be number 2, and Kevin should be number 3, being that Kevin's lost 2 weeks in a row. But I think Jordy still wants that underdog feel, so he's not going to keep himself any higher until he absolutely has to.
He does keep talking about how his team is overperforming.
Overperforming, and woe is me, and yada-da. He did mention C.J. Anderson was in the top 10 in rushing, and that's probably not going to keep up.
Hey, so I got Devontae Booker. You want him?
Yeah, I'll give you a 13th rounder for him.
Nope. So I'll take a look at the bottom of the rankings where I live and just been there forever. It was just a little surprising to me this week. So Jordan had me at 9, which was kind of a shock to me. I was expecting to be 10 this week. If I were to redo these rankings, Lisa would be set there at 7. I think Tom I'd put at 8. I'd put myself at 9, and then I'd put Ryan down at 10. Ryan, you're just not bringing it. It's what, 4 of the last 5 weeks you've lost? It's been bad. Like, you need to do better. Just because you have 2 more wins than me doesn't mean you're better than me.
Not at all.
All right, whatever. All right, so we do have one more special guest. I'd like to bring on Bill Simmons from The Ringer. Bill, are you there? Yeah? Okay, Bill, what do you think of fantasy football?
I hate fantasy football so much. This week, yeah, I hate fantasy football. I just hate it. Oh, it's the worst.
And thank you for that, Bill Simmons.
Thanks, Bill.
I could not agree with you more. All right, that'll wrap it up for this week of We Hate Fantasy Football. This was the Week 7 recap for Crazy MFJR. I am the captain, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.